go. Yo! Today is April 30th. We're on pages 58 and 59. It's day 2 of our Green Living article. Yesterday, we learned about the invention of NEWater. And NEWater makes the unthinkable drinkable.
对，我们昨天就讲到啦，就是呢，我们呢在新加坡这个地方啊，他们把那个污水呢，把它变成是饮用水，然后用在工业的用途上。
everybody meets at the stadium and they get a bottle and they're like, all right, here we go, drink, right?
但他们后来也是没有喝，主要的目的是用在那个工业上嘛，对不对？我觉得人可能还是会觉得有点抗拒吧。
I wonder. I don't actually know. This is a new topic for me, if I'm being honest. When I read the article, NEWater, this is a new invention. And then I saw 2002, and I was, that's a long time ago. It's like, what is it, 20 years ago, 22 years ago? 22 years ago, oh my goodness. So they use this water because Singapore doesn't have a lot of place to keep or store fresh water because it's like islands in the ocean. So today we're going to talk about some of the new things they do with their NEWater. Let's hear paragraph 1. Let's hear our story, and then we start paragraph 1.
NEWater makes the unthinkable drinkable. After the supply of NEWater stabilized, the brand decided to explore more opportunities and enter the alcohol industry. In 2018, it partnered with a local Singaporean brewery. Together, they developed a light craft beer called New Brew. Although New Brew tastes like an ordinary craft beer, 95% of it is made using NEWater. Some other ingredients used in production include German barley, yeast from Norway, and Calypso hops. As it turns out, NEWater is an excellent choice for brewing because it has a neutral taste. This means that beers with various flavors can be brewed using NEWater. After its first release in 2018, New Brew introduced a new limited edition beer in 2022. The beer comes in 3 different can designs. Each one highlights an important water landmark in Singapore that plays an important role in the effort to produce clean water. The feedback on New Brew has been mostly positive. Most beer drinkers who sampled it didn't notice any difference from other popular beers. Overall, New Brew has been a huge success. It shows that it is possible to create a green beer that tastes great without harming the planet. The future of NEWater remains promising, as new technologies may open up more exciting possibilities in the years to come.
All right, friends, let's begin paragraph 1. After the supply of NEWater stabilized, the brand decided to explore more opportunities and enter the alcohol industry.
这就讲到说呢，因为我们昨天就讲到说他们用在工业的用途嘛，他就说呢，这个供应呢，它其实是可以稳定供应这些水的时候呢，这个品牌呢，他就决定要去探索一些机会，那于是他就进入了这个 alcohol industry， 就是酒精的市场。
So when we talk about stabilized or something becomes stable, that means it becomes regular. We can predict it. We can expect it. When we explore, this usually means we go to new places and try to find new things or something useful. In our story today, explore just means try new things.
就探索这样。
Yeah, that's right. So now alcohol here, we're talking about like beer, wine, and whiskey. You guys know that a bottle of water is what, like 30 NT? Is that right?
差不多。
差不多. But how much is beer? How much is wine and whiskey?
Beer 大概58块吧。
58. Okay, so let's say, I don't know. So that's what, another 28 NT? That's almost a whole other dollar. If you are selling water or beer, you can sell less beer and make the same amount of money, or you can make more profit. Wine makes tons more money, right? So it makes sense that they'll use this water to try to make more money. Let's see. In 2018, that's the NEWater company, it partnered with a local Singaporean brewery.
对，他就说呢，在2018年的时候，其实距离他们把那个 NEWater 创造出来的时候，已经过了10几年了哈。他们就和这个当地的新加坡的一个酿啤酒厂，就是啤酒酿酒厂合作。
Okay, you totally know these words, all right? First, we need to look at B-R-E-W. Brew is a verb. Usually today, we like to talk about 3 things. We brew beer, we brew tea, or we brew coffee. And that means you take some stuff and you let it sit in the water and then you drink the water, right? We don't call this juice. It's not bean juice. It's not tea juice. That's wrong. This is brew beer, tea, or coffee. Now, 这个 E-R-Y, maybe you're like, 这是什么意思? Bakery. Just E-R-Y just means like bakery. Okay? There you go. It's a place where you can buy this brewed food.
对，那这里就讲到，其实那个 brew 的意思就是应该是有一个东西，你把它放在水里面，然后让它慢慢的长时间的那把它泡在水里，这种叫 brew， 这种就不叫 juice， 不是那种果汁那一种。
It's usually hot, but it doesn't have to be. Let's continue. Together, they developed a light craft beer called New Brew.
对，所以这个名字呢也是蛮有创意，他就是稍微改一下，他就说呢，那他们就一起联手呢，他们就研发了一个这种淡精酿啤酒，叫做 New Brew. Surprise.
So yeah, New Brew. I will say I don't love this name, but it is a good, clear name, right? I saw it and I knew what it was in 1 second. I said, okay, this is beer water, beer water. So when we talk about light beer, this means 2 things. Maybe it has less alcohol, or it has less calories, or maybe 3 both.
就是如果是淡的那种啤酒，意思就是说卡路里比较低的，或者是那种酒精含量比较少的，或者是两者。
And a craft beer is a beer made in the old traditional way. They're usually more expensive. Usually you can't buy a lot. Today, beer you buy at the convenience store is not craft beer. Those are made in very different ways. So they have very different flavors. I don't know. I don't drink it, so I don't know. But my friends that do drink beer like to drink craft beer, but it is more expensive.
就精酿啤酒，通常呢，它的年的产量要比较少，它有一个标准啦。然后它通常不会是那种大的啤酒厂做出来，我们才叫精酿。而从中文其实很明显，就精酿就比较精致的啊。
People that make craft beer, they usually are really excited for it. I have a friend I grew up with, and he loves making his beer. And I don't drink beer, but like he loves talking about it. And he has so much love and passion for it. I love to see his pictures and hear him talk about it. For him, it's like art. It's a craft, and he enjoys it. And I enjoy his sincere love for craft beer.
每年应该都不一样，那个味道应该都不一样，他们应该都喝得出来。
Yeah, he'll like, I made blueberry beer. He makes like all sorts of weird beer flavor. Nothing just like, here's a beer flavor. He needs something weird in his beer. I'm like, okay. Although New Brew tastes like an ordinary craft beer, 95% of it is made using NEWater.
这里其实就蛮厉害的哈，就是他就说，虽然它是喝起来像什么呢？就像一般的精酿啤酒，可是呢，其实它95%是用那个我们讲过的回收的水。
Okay, let's continue. Some other ingredients used in production include German barley, yeast from Norway, and Calypso hops.
这里其实就在介绍一下那啤酒里面还有什么哈，就是第一个呢，它有讲了，就是说有那个德国的大麦，还有挪威的酵母，还有卡利普索啤酒花。这个卡利普索啤酒花是
I don't actually know it. Calypso is like a flavor, right? So a hop is the flower that gives the beer its flavor. I don't know why Calypso hops are so special. They probably have a more unique flavor. Calypso we usually think is a little bit more of like a热带的一个 feeling.
好像是美国产的。然后他说他那个可以增加，他好像不是那个花，他说他其实是那个果子，它不是那个花。
Well, okay, so the fruit is from the flower, right? So that the hops is like from the flower into the fruit.
对。
That's what the hops is. But the thing that gives beer its flavor is that.
就苦苦的，或者有的是水果的香气。
Yeah. Yeah. So hops, when you make beer, you need hops. If you don't have hops, you get something else. Barley, Taiwanese eat barley all the time. They eat like the white barley soup, right? So that's pretty good. All right, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 2. All right, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 58 and 59. We learned that NEWater is now turned into New Brew, which is like the beer version of NEWater. And that makes sense. A lot of people in history did not have clean water. And this is a reason why a lot of Westerners can drink a lot of beer, actually, because the water was not always clean. But you could drink beer because when you make beer, you need hot water. It kills the bacteria and germs. And then you can kind of drink that. And so people would drink beer at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, 不要误会我, people still had fresh water, but people drink a lot more beer in the West. And if your body was not good with beer, you probably died younger. In Asia, what did people drink? Tea, right? You make it hot and you kill the germs and you drink tea. So there was a weird way to help protect your body from germs from polluted water in the past.
所以这是跟历史有相关，就是杀菌作用。
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because if you didn't have clean water, you could drink beer. But most people always had some fresh water unless they were doing something crazy, and they did. But we don't have time to talk about it. Let's continue to paragraph 2. As it turns out, NEWater is an excellent choice for brewing, making beer, because it has a neutral taste.
他就说呢，事实证明，那 as it turns out， 他就说最终通常是后面是加结果，就是事实证明这个 NEWater 它其实呢，就是要你要酿啤酒来讲它算是一个非常好的选择，因为呢，它的味道比较中性。
Yeah, so as it turns out, this contrasts like a neutral situation with like what could be a nightmare versus what actually happened. So like we have this possibility and this possibility. As it turns out, like Dowdy, we have this solution. We have this ending. Let's continue. This means that beers with various flavors can be brewed using NEWater because it all tastes the same. Like Coca-Cola doesn't want water from all over the place. They want a neutral water that all tastes the same.
他就说因为这个特性，因为它是吃起来是比较中性的嘛，对不对？它就代表说这个啤酒它其实呢，就是如果呢你要用不同的口味的话，其实用这个 NEWater 是没有问题的。
That's right. When we have various flavors, that just means many different flavors. Don't forget using it. We want to drop the e. 因为我们要加 ing 要去这个无发音的 e. So write a minus e there. I always see students spell this word wrong. Let's continue. After its first release in 2018, New Brew introduced a new limited edition beer in 2022.
他就讲啦，在他2018年呢发行之后，这个 release 我们昨天呢看到那个 launch， 他们的意思其实一样的，那词性一样都可以当名词跟动词。所以在2018年发行之后呢，他就还介绍，因为想要赚钱嘛，在2022年的时候呢，介绍一个新的，然后它是限量版的。
That's right. I kind of forgot about launch from yesterday, right? So launch means some special planning, and then now you can get it. When we release something, it's available for purchase. You can buy it at the store. Can I ask you a question? So a limited edition, whatever flavor. This means this is a food product or a thing they will sell only for a short time and there's not a ton made. When you see a limited edition flavor that you know is only around for a short time, will you try something? Or do you just like, I kind of don't care?
我还好。
Yeah, I don't know. I found myself, for a long time, I was like this. I'm not going to try a limited edition. I just don't care. But now I kind of do. Like, I'm like, oh, it's limited edition. Maybe today I didn't want to buy it, but here's something different. I'll try that.
就可能就是有人比较喜欢收藏吧。我对这种我其实觉得还好，有的时候是行销而已啊，就是 it's a way they market their product.
Well, it definitely is. Like, I remember some foods from when I was a kid, it was limited edition. And then it was so popular, it became permanent. In fact, as a matter of fact, the Red Bull I drank today, they have a green Red Bull. And that was limited edition. And now I think it's just a regular flavor because it's really good. So that's why I'm like, when I get Red Bull now, yeah, they lied to me. But now I like to get that green Red Bull. I'm like, it's just green flavor. So yeah, I don't know. If I see limited edition, I am more likely to try this product, even if I didn't want to originally buy it. So you're stronger than me.
对，
No. All right. The beer comes in 3 different can designs. Okay.
对，他就说呢，这个啤酒呢，它其实呢，因为我们讲那个限量版嘛，那 comes in 就是有什么样的颜色，有什么样的口味，有什么样的尺寸，我们都会讲 comes in， 就是它后面会加就是颜色啊、尺寸啊、口味啊，它有3种不同的设计。
Okay, so do you know anybody that collects the old alcohol they drink? They keep the old bottles?
我不知道
Oh my God. So if you study in the United States or you go to Canada for university, when you go to a house party, I promise you, one day you will go to some foreigner's house, and in their house, all around their ceiling, they will show you all the bottles of alcohol they kept. I'm not joking. Here's the can of beer I drank 10 years ago. Here's this can of beer. I don't know why people do this. Like they have all the old bottles they drink. I don't know why they do that.
我觉得有的时候可以收，因为在台湾可以回收，你可以去卖钱。
No. This is not like they don't want money. They don't want to recycle it. They just want you to look at the old can of beer that they drank 5 years ago. I'm 100% serious. I can think of many people that do this. Doesn't it sound weird?
但这种就是随便一瓶吗？还是有特定的？
No, they're just like regular bottles. Look at this expensive wine I drank one time. Okay. I don't know. To me, it's a weird thing, but I don't know. I don't understand it. Each one highlights an important water landmark in Singapore that plays an important role in the effort to produce clean water.
对，然后他就说这3种包装啊，每一个呢，它就是会强调凸显了呢一个就是新加坡他们很重要的水资源的那种地标。那这个水资源，因为就是这些水资源的地标，他们都在新加坡就是要减少，其实最主要就是要减少对邻国的那个淡水的供应啦。这些地标呢，在这个方面上，其实都是有一点成效、一点成就的。
Okay, let's look at the word landmark. So landmark is one word. Land, we know what that means, 2D, and mark means like you kind of point at something. This is where I want to go. You write a little line. So a landmark is something that we can easily see in the sky, and it helps us know where we are. When I first moved to Taipei, I always kind of used Taipei 101 as a landmark. I know that's in the east of the city. It was easy for me to find. If I got lost, I wasn't sure, I would look until I can find Taipei 101. Sometimes I'll go to a high, tall building so I can look out and see Taipei 101 and say, oh, okay, I know where I am. Now, this is weird because this is a water landmark. So here are these important waters that are landmarks.
好像是有一些什么蓄水池啦。
Isn't that funny? Yeah, well, I'm just saying like the water and landmark.
Yeah.
Because we always call it a landmark. Right? It's a weird contrast there.
Yeah.
So, but that's what you have to say in English here. Okay, and when we play a role in something, that means it helps you do something.
对，有的时候那个 role 可以用成 part, play a part in something.
All right, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 3. All right, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 58 and 59. Let's look at our final paragraph. The feedback on New Brew has been mostly positive.
就讲到啦，大家喝完之后那个回馈啊，大部分都是蛮正向的。
All right, when you open like an app and you want to shop, like you want to buy a computer or whatever, what's the rating you want to see? Perfect 5, 4.5, 3?
我觉得4.4以上我就觉得 OK 了。
对. If you tell me what's worse, like what's worse, 1 star or like 2, 3 stars? What's worse in your mind? You know what I mean? Think about
1
it.
star 可能是偏见，是不是？
That's right. Someone's angry and it's 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Is it really that bad? But when something is 3 stars, what does it mean?
他可能台湾店家就会请人家填回馈做5星啊，有的人就是会1星1星这样。
That's right. That means 3 stars means there's a real problem. When I want to buy something online, if I see 3 stars, that's like super don't do it. Don't do it. Because someone said it's great, but a lot of people are having problems. So there's like 3 stars. For me, like 4.5 stars, that's good. 5 stars, I don't trust you. 1 star, someone's angry. 3 stars, there's a problem. Like 3 stars is the worst thing you can get, I think.
大概4.2啊，差不多了。
Yeah. I could go for 4 stars, sure. 3 stars, forget it. Right. So the feedback on New Brew is mostly positive, so 4.2 stars. Most beer drinkers who sampled it didn't notice any difference from other popular beers.
对，我们就讲了那个回馈，那同学要注意那个回馈它不可数哦。台湾同学很常用把那个 feedback 当成动词。那你要 feedback 我啊，这不能当动词哦。然后它也不可数，他就说呢，我们来看一下评论，就是大部分呢喝那个啤酒的人啊，有尝过之后呢，他其实都没有发现说它跟其他的厂牌有什么样的不同。
All right, so let's look at the word sample. There's 2 big ways to use sample. When we sample something, that means you try it, especially just a little. If you go to Costco, they'll give you a little sample of a food. Sample, not example. We also sample music a lot today, especially in like 饶舌音乐, like hip hop. So you have some part of a song in a different song. That's called a sample.
就是你把那个音乐的一节，然后把它转移到另外一个音乐，那可能用它前段、后段啊这种节录的方式。
That's right. Let's continue. So they didn't notice any difference. It tasted just like any other beer. Difference can be PCN or UCN. It can be plural or uncountable. Overall, New Brew has been a huge success.
所以总体来讲，这个很适合来放结尾哈。总体来讲呢，它是一个大获成功的商品。
It shows that it is possible to create a green beer that tastes great without harming the planet.
这里呢就讲到说，它就展现了说，是有可能你可以同时呢做出一个东西，它是 green， 不是绿色的，它是说环保的，环保的。那同时呢，它吃起来很好吃，那也不会伤害到地球。
Yeah, so we're not hurting the planet. Also, we're not using important water resources that Singapore doesn't really have. The future of NEWater remains promising as new technologies may open up more exciting possibilities in the years to come.
对，因为它是2018年推出嘛，距离现在其实时间不算太长。他就说呢，未来呢，这个 NEWater 呢，它还是很 promising 就有前途的，有希望，很有机会哈。那这个 as 你可以翻译成随着，因为其实还有新的科技啊，那未来可能有更多让你兴奋的一些可能性。
Yeah, so promising here doesn't mean like, oh, I will do it. It means hopeful or enthusiastic for like future successes.
也可以讲人他很有前途这样子。
Yeah. Would you be nervous about drinking NEWater if you understood where it came from?
我不会耶，我蛮想喝喝看的。
Oh, you want to drink it? Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't think I'd have a problem. Like I said, I already thought most cities did this. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. But it is a big problem. Dirty water is a big problem for everyone. I know it's disgusting and a little bit rude to talk about, but it's a really interesting problem.
而且在台湾可能我们要思考一下，因为台湾其实水资源其实也蛮缺乏的。老实说，近年来
like recently, there's a lot of problems with not enough water. Typhoons are not hitting Taiwan regularly. So what do we do? So maybe NEWater will be in New Taiwan water soon. Okay? All right, for Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Betty.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.